Hey, welcome to AntLab Games. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Francis.
Today, we're going to play Seize the Bean.
All right, Seize the Bean is an action selection, kind of set collection, actually, card game with coffee beans.
Yes.
Designed by Andy Couch, Dylan Cromwell, and published by Quality Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Plays in about 45 to 90 minutes. It usually takes us less than an hour.
Yep, plays quick.
Plays very quick. And I think that's it. Did I miss anything?
No, so after the break, we'll take you to the table and show you how it plays. All right, welcome to the table. And what we have is Seize the Bean.
Yes.
Set up for 2 players.
And we have our coffee.
And we actually have coffees with us, so
In tumblers.
it's only
We don't
thematic.
usually...
We don't want to
drinks
spill on any of
at the table.
our components. All right, so let's take a look at the board. Here we have all the components for Seize the Bean and the proper setup for 2 players. And the only real change you're going to do in the 2-player game is in these patience tokens, and we'll explain that in a second. But the object of the game is you are an aspiring barista. Actually, they're actually described as pretentious baristas that have quit your day job at like a Starbucks and you're going out to open up your very own coffee shop in Berlin.
Yes.
Right? So you're sort of building your establishment. I guess your shop's called Seize the Bean.
Yeah.
So
You copied my store name.
I did, and we're going to see who's the better Seize the Beaner. So here we have 3 rows of cards that you have to lay out. And the first one are going to be your customers.
Mm-hmm.
The second one's going to be your product upgrades, really.
Like your pantry
Yeah,
items.
your pantry items, but they're called product cards.
Mm-hmm.
And down here you have upgrade cards, which are going to be things you can do to your shop to make it a little bit more appealing to certain types of customers, actually. And you can also gain bonuses from them. So we're going to be playing a series of rounds and having to serve different customers as they come into our shops. Every player starts with a deck of 4 cards, and these are what they call friends and family. Mm-hmm. And they're all the same. So you've got Grandpappy, a lazy friend, a popular friend, and Oma.
And Oma. She's so good having your line.
So they will be what you have basically coming out in the first few days, essentially, because they're very easy to serve. You start with certain components. You're going to get 5 coffee beans and 1 milk carton. And those really... To remember setup, they're really what the cost is to feed these 4 clients.
So even if you kind of screw up the whole first round, you'll have enough to at least feed your friends and family.
Right, before you start bringing in all the bad reviews.
Right.
So the object of the game is really to get through these 3 stacks, and it could be as many stacks as you want, but there's really 30 good review sort of tokens, if you want to call them, right? Mm-hmm. So there's good reviews on the back of these. You'll earn these throughout the game. And once we finish through these 3 stacks, that'll indicate that's the last round, and we'll take one more quick round and then finish the game. There are a couple of different types of components here. So you've got coffee beans, and that'll be used to serve different types of coffee. You've got milk, which will be used to serve different type of milk products, and you've got these sugar cubes, which are going to be used to pay for
like
different
sweets,
mm-hmm. desserts, cookies, cakes, croissants, and all that stuff, right? So on our player boards, we're going to have 6 different actions we can take, but you only have 2 action markers per turn, so you can per round. So you can only take 2 of these 6 different actions. The actions are: 1 is to get coffee, 2 is to get milk, and 3 is to get sugar cubes. So those are the 3 resource sort of gathering actions. On the right side of the board, you're going to have actions that correspond to the 3 decks out here. One of them will allow you to draft one of these customers. The second one will allow you to take a product card. The third one will allow you to take an upgrade card to put it into your shop, right? And you'll start to build onto your shop to show all the different products you're storing in your pantry and all the different upgrades you've built on. It's sort of amenities for your clients, right? Mm-hmm. And certain ones make certain people happy. At the bottom, you have sort of this track that indicates sort of your prestige or your popularity, right? And right now we start with a rank of 2, and as we go along, we're going to start unlocking more. But this determines how many clients are going to come out into your queue at a time that you'll have to serve that day.
Right.
And as you get further on, you're going to have to deal with up to 5 of them, which is quite a bit believe me. Up at the top, you have these bonus tokens that we're going to claim at the end of the game, depending on who has the most of which type of client. Now, there's about 6 different decks shuffled into here that all represent different sorts of clientele that are going to come in.
And you can play with as many or as few of them as you want to. I think
the minimum is 4?
Minimum is 4, so we're playing with all of them.
We're playing with all
kind of
6.
See what how this goes, but
Yep.
just that you're aware.
And you can easily tell them apart by the color of the bottom band on the card, or by the symbol. So like these guys are like party animals. So they have like a disco ball. Like these are travelers. They have an airplane, and you've got the mustachio guy.
Yeah.
Who has a
the competitive barista.
Yeah, he's a competitive barista. So these are all people who are going to want to come in and check out your coffee shop, taste your goods, and hopefully give you a good review. So I think that's pretty much it for the setup. You'll understand the rules as we start playing, as usual. And you are player 1, I'm player 2.
Yep.
And let us begin.
All right.
All right, so how does the day go? So there's 4 phases each day. The first phase is going to be serving your customers. And in round 1, day 1, there are no customers out, so we're going to skip that, right? The second phase is going to be action phase, where we're going to take our 2 actions alternatively. Like you'll go, I'll go, you'll go, I'll go. And then the third phase is called the word of mouth phase, where we actually get to draft a client from the top row of cards and add them to our discard pile. And then the fourth phase is sort of end of day cleanup, where we're going to refresh the deck, move our action pawns down, and then we're going to bring out new clients. Right, for the following day. And then when we start the next day, we're actually going to start off by having to serve those clients. So kick us off.
All right.
So again, we're skipping the serve, and we're moving right into action. So you get to take the first action.
There's not enough time. I think I will go. All right, I'm gonna go here and actually start off with an upgrade.
Ooh.
Which is kind of weird, but
Very weird.
I'm gonna take this rare flower. It's like a Venus flytrap eating a bone or something. And the way this works is your pantry is kind of on this side, so your products will go here. Then your upgrades will actually go on this side, and visually you can see how this kind of works. So I'm going to place this here. Without that card, all I got to do was take an upgrade. But now, if I were to take another action, I would actually get both of these kind of actions, or whatever's on the card. So, and the same works on the pantry side, which you'll see soon.
Yep.
Good job.
I think what I'll do is I'll start by taking a product. So I'm going to bring in some butter croissants.
Oh, I wanted the butter croissants.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
So it's going to go over here, and now I'm going to be able to make croissants for my visitors, my customers. They like croissants. And we'll explain what the benefits are for getting these types of cards.
I wanted the butter croissants.
I'm sure more will come out.
What's a choco croissant? That's not nearly as good.
You don't know that. Actually, that's not bad either. I would have probably taken that one too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because it gives you 2 extra coffee beans. That's nice.
No, it's not like fantastic though. I took this one so I could take extra coffee beans.
Oh, okay.
That's why I did that first.
I see.
So, but I am gonna need some stuff eventually. Oh, I like the Berlin Bear statue.
Do you?
Yeah, that's cool. But the neat thing about this, as with a lot of action selection, is that because I already took an upgrade slot, I can't go there again. So, I should probably take some product, and maybe I'll do that. So, let's start off by the Choco croissants. I don't know if I like that. It's not great. But it does give a croissant.
Sure does. It's better than the cafe starter kit, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, yeah. Thing is, every time I take sugar, though, that's going to open up another one of my loudspeakers, which might be good down the road.
Yeah, I don't think that's terrible.
Okay, I'll go ahead with that. So I'll take the Choco croissant.
Okay.
And there we go. Your turn.
Ooh, cream-filled donuts.
Cream-filled donuts.
I think I will probably... I'm probably going to go here and just get some sugar.
Oh, and I get 3 beans for doing that.
You do. I'm going to get some sugar here, and I get 3 plus 3 because of my buttered croissants. So I'm actually going to get 5, right? 3 plus 2, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sugar cubes.
Creative math there.
So that goes into my pantry. So that's it for the action selection phase.
Yep.
Now we go to word of mouth.
Yes.
So now we're going to bring in, and the way this drafting works is, based on your upgrades, you're going to have a symbol that shows a different type of profession or
Right.
client type.
So here I have like the mustache, and here I have the bicycle, right?
Right.
So, so I'm able to take either one of those. So
Right.
all that we have up here in the offer is this competitive barista. So he's going to come to me into my discard pile.
All right, and now I have to choose these are called start-uppers, this little keyboard guy, and there's none out there, so I don't get to take any money.
Right.
So that just ends with me.
Okay.
All right, so now we go to the,
Clean up. Right.
I believe we put out our clients first.
Okay.
All right, so the day ends and we start our new day. And
Yeah.
we're starting our new day is first we bring out clients up to the level of this track here. So I've
And
got
Grandpappy.
no, I got Grandpappy too.
Oh, you did?
And a popular
and
friend.
You're the popular friend.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and now we shift all of these cards. So all of the 4th cards are going to stack on top of the 5th column. Everything else is going to slide down. And then we're going to bring out 3 new cards. It's going to happen at the end of each day. And the reason this is important is because certain card abilities allow you to dig to the card below the top one, so it kind of gives it sort of a hidden 6th row, a 6th column of cards,
right.
which isn't bad. All right, so there we go.
Okay.
And now we bring our workers back, and we pass the player 1 and player 2 tokens. Now, player 1 and player 2 tokens don't really matter in a 2-player game because we're going to switch turns back and forth, but in
Right.
a 3 or more player game, there's abilities that allow you to take the first player token, so you'll be able to snag player 1
Yeah.
out of order. So now we actually start the second day with the serving phase.
Yes.
So I have to serve first.
Yep.
Now
I'm going to prepare.
you're gonna you can prepare while I'm doing this. So while we are getting ready to serve, let me just explain this. So you've got your client, right? And in the upper left-hand corner, you're going to have requirements. So the requirement for this client or this customer is 1 coffee bean and 1 milk. So she wants kind of like a coffee with
Latte.
cream. Yeah,
Yeah.
or a latte. On the right side, you're going to have other symbols, and they're going to represent bonus wants, right? So she also would like a croissant. Now, any food type, the cost is 2 sugar cubes, right? If it's a picture of a soybean, they want like soy milk, it's going to
Yeah,
cost
two-
you
two milk.
2 milks. If they want like cheap coffee or high quality coffee, it's going to cost you 2 beans. However, if you have an upgrade or a product that allows you to do croissants, see, I already carry buttered croissants. So for me, instead of having to pay 2 sugar for that,
You
I only have to pay 1 sugar. So it reduces the cost by 1. As long as you have the symbol. If I did not have a croissant in my pantry, it would cost me 2 sugar just
Right.
to give her that croissant.
Which is why you need to think about those icons on the bottoms of the cards.
Correct.
So
I'm going to go ahead and I go into my little pool of goods in my pantry. And I'm going to give her 1 coffee bean, 1 milk. So she has her main. You have to fulfill the main want or suffer the penalties, right? The secondary now is the croissant. It's only going to cost me 1 sugar because I have croissants. She doesn't want anything else. And good old Grandpappy wants a coffee bean. So you have to resolve these one at a time,
Left to
right. And you have to, if you can't do it, you can skip them.
Right.
But you'll suffer the penalties. So what we do is we fulfilled her need, right? And now her want, and the want bonus is a smiley face, which for me is going to be 1 good review. So I've just earned my first good review from Lars Miller, who says I never had such a good coffee in my whole life. Wow. And I can't argue that. So she's taken care of. And good old Grandpappy. Now look, they have a symbol at the bottom. She's got this friend, this little picture of a friend, right? Because she's popular. So what you have to do once you succeed in fulfilling their wants is you have to activate this lower symbol. The only exception is on these starter cards, these friends and families, it's optional.
Right.
Everybody else is mandatory.
Right.
But what she's going to allow me to do is go out to the board and grab somebody and bring them into my shop. So I don't think that's a bad idea necessarily. So I will bring in... Well, they're all pretty bad, actually. So I'm actually not going to bring any of them in because I don't really like who's out there because I don't know if I can necessarily feed them
Right.
what they want next round. Maybe I could, actually. Maybe I could. Yeah, maybe I'll take this guy.
Okay.
The coffee snob, right?
Okay.
And he's going to go here in my discard pile, right?
All right.
I should have taken the underground wrapper, but not yet. Not yet. I don't make cake. He only came for the cake. All right. So she's done. Grandpappy's done. His garbage can here allows me to trash a card.
In your line.
Yeah, out of the deck, right? And I don't want to do that. So I'm complete. So these all go back to the supply. And you get to feed your peoples.
All right. So I fed Oma her cup of coffee. And she gives me a good review. I couldn't feed her the cake because I don't have any sugar. And then I feed Grandpappy.
Okay.
So he's good too. Best coffee in town, plus free Wi-Fi.
Wow.
Can I move in?
Do you have free Wi-Fi?
LOL. Yeah.
You don't have free Wi-Fi in that shop.
Yes, I do.
It's a farce. Okay. So if you're unable to feed some of your people, for each person you can't feed, you have to take one of these impatient. Yeah, it's called an impatient token. You put it on them, right? And at this point, they would become impatient and gives you a bad review. So it's not good. But as long as for every client that you have or customer that you have that doesn't have any tokens on them, you now take them and put them in your discard pile. So that's it. Clean. So that's how you serve.
Yep.
Right? They've all been served. Now we go to actions. So
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to go right ahead and go down here and get an upgrade. I'm actually going to get free Wi-Fi in my shop
Ah, very nice.
because since you're busy lying about having free Wi-Fi, I'm actually going to give my clients free Wi-Fi.
All right. And I'm going to go here to the product desk. And that's going to give me 3 beans because of my rare flower.
Yes,
I
it
guess
is.
I'm like growing coffee on my rare flower or something. And I'm going to take... Ooh. I really need something that gives me some sugar. Oh man, there's a lot of good things out here. I'm gonna take this 5-star blend, I think.
Okay.
Go there.
So you went with the 5-star blend.
I did, yeah.
Okay. I think what I'm going to have to do, check my supplies here. Yeah, I'm going to go, as much as I'd like one of these upgrades, they are quite nice. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do an upgrade, right? So I'm going to get a coffee bean. 1 bean for doing this. I'm going to go to the pantry, get a product. I'm going to take the cafe starter kit.
Wait, what did you do? I thought you did an upgrade.
No, I already did one before and I got the free Wi-Fi. Now I did.
Okay,
I went
you.
to go to product.
Yeah, yeah.
So the way these stack is one on top of the other, and if you notice, it covers up the previous symbol here. So it actually is now just showing the mustachios.
Yes.
All right, so that's my second action. That was your second action.
No, that was my first action.
Oh, it was?
You
Okay.
first. No, you're not used to going first. So
I'm not, yeah. You always take the first player seat.
I do. All right. Really like to get some sugar. But I guess I'll just go with coffee for now. We're stockpiling coffee. I am a coffee shop, right?
Yep.
So this gives me a scoop of coffee, 2 coffee beans, and a happy review.
Good review.
Yep. Thank you. This place is so good. I've decided never to leave this place. Why is everybody moving into my coffee shop?
I don't know.
All right, so the way this works, you can see we have all these beans like in this coffee mug. And we have this scooper, which was provided to us. It's not going to be the actual scooper, but it's going to be close. And what you can do is you can choose to take 6 beans out if you want to play like that. But we decided to just go ahead and scoop because that's how the
It's more
head wrap
challenging.
game is
Yeah.
written. And you just try to get like the best scoop you can and dump them in your thing. And it should be about 6. Yeah, see, I pulled out exactly
6,
I swear
yeah.
they tested this. All right, so there we go.
There you go. Now you're rich in coffee beans.
I'm rich in coffee and positive reviews.
Okay, so now I can bring in a
Mustache.
either a mustache or a starter
Right.
upper. So I'm going to bring in the stylist because
Okay.
she's a mustache.
All right. And I can't bring in anybody.
Okay, so that ends here. So now the day ends, start a new day, and we bring out up to your promotion value. So I get 2 as well. Lazy friend and Oma.
Yeah.
So Oma's coming.
I have a lazy friend and a popular friend.
Well, that's makes sense. She
thematic.
dragged them along. Okay, so the symbol on these 2 are the same. They actually mean that they just can't become impatient. So if you
Right.
can't feed them, there's really no penalty. They'll
Yeah.
just
They're
go-
like, I'm grandma. Like,
yeah, they'll just
what's
go
she gonna
away.
do?
Just go away. Okay, so that's it.
Yep,
and now
stack
we
these up.
stack these up. And bring out the next card, and I will
These bicyclers.
reset my workers. Pass player 1.
Okay. There you go.
And we start the next day.
Cool. All right, so I'm up.
You're up
Right.
first. Oh, actually, no, we
Oh, wait,
serve.
we have to serve these. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so she gets a bean and a milk. And I don't have any sugar, so I can't give her that. And he gets that, so he's happy. I don't get any bonuses or any stuff because I have no sugar in my place. I'm a coffee shop. I'm simple.
Okay, so I'm gonna serve him his 1 coffee bean, 2 sugar cubes for a donut because I don't have a donut shop, but I get a good review for that. And Oma is gonna get 2 coffee beans, and I get a good review for that. I'm not gonna feed her cake as the option because I don't have any. I don't want to
Yeah.
rip through all my sugar.
Okay.
She doesn't need cake today.
Grandma.
Yeah, Oma
She's on her
on her cake diet.
cake diet.
All right, so that is serving, and now we go to action. So you go first.
All right. Let's see. I want that big bag of coffee to come out. I really
Yeah.
like that one. I like the cream-filled donut, but I already have that eyeball. I'd rather it give me some sugar. Maybe I'll get, I'm gonna go products, right? And I'm gonna grab my 3 coffee beans. 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna get Cafe Starter Kit 2.0.
Oh, you get the 2.0 starter
So
kit.
that's kind of good.
It's another cafe starter kit. A lot of starter kits coming out. All right, I'm gonna
It's our
go.
investors.
All right, I'm gonna go right to the beanery and get some beans. So I get 1 bean plus a scoop. As much as I possibly can scoop out of this thing. Not sure how much that was, but it was enough.
All right. And I'm going to grab some sugar. All right, so I'm gonna do my sugar move, and that's 5 sugars total. 2, 3, 4, 5. But I also have to open up this next slot, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. You just want to make sure that you can afford to do that, which we'll see.
Exactly. Okay, I think for my next move, I'm gonna do a product, and I'm gonna grab some recycled beans and go with the cheapy
Ew.
beans. Yeah, so I want to make a cheap coffee blend,
Are those like the beans that one animal eats?
I get a bean
and
for
then
that.
Poops them out,
and then everybody loves them.
and then they make coffee out of
I
it.
forget the name of those beans.
Which
but
ones
yes.
are those? They're very expensive.
Oh, but I don't want to know.
Okay. Bonus points if you know that. Put it in the
Yeah.
comments.
Homemade pie. Oh, that's
Okay.
actually good. Okay.
All right,
So
that's it.
you are
Word of mouth.
first for word of mouth.
And I can take a music up. Looks like I'm getting the underground rapper.
Well, he's pretty good, actually.
He's really good.
And we have a mustachio, and I can't take anybody.
Oh no. Trendsetter.
Yeah.
That's questionable.
Yeah, really. Okay, so that is that. Now we do end a day. So
Yeah.
you bring out 3 this time.
I know.
And I bring out 2. Oh, Grandpappy.
Oh, the competitive barista.
Oh, Oma and Grandpappy are coming.
Aw, Oma's back with the
Yes.
popular friend and the competitive barista.
Okay, so we can now slide everything over. This is probably the longest part of the game.
I know. It's
It's having to
this
slide all the
over.
cards over.
Oh, there it is, the bag of beans.
Ooh,
Yes. Okay.
bag of
Switch.
beans. Yeah, I'm glad I get to go first in the action phase. These come back, and I'm player 1. So we start by serving.
You have people.
You have been served. Served. Ooh, do I want to give Grandma cake? I think I'm going to skimp on the cake again.
What?
I'm going to skimp on her cake serving again.
Are you really?
I'm looking out for her health.
Oh, you are.
Yes. All right.
Ooh, cake. All right.
Yeah, I'm
feed
going to
your
go
people.
ahead. So he's good, she's good, and I get 1 good review. And they're done.
Man, I am winning this right now. My coffee shop is doing a great job. Okay, so I fed her latte, so her bean and her milk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you took the milks.
I do have the milk.
I have the croissant,
Mm-hmm.
so she only needs 1 sugar.
All right, you get a
So
good
I get a
review
good
for
review
that.
I have the like specialty coffee blend.
High quality.
High
yeah.
quality coffee. So he only needs 1 bean. And then he wants another high quality coffee so he can investigate it.
So he wants to steal the coffee.
Yeah.
So he's good.
And then grandma gets 2 beans and a good review.
Review.
And I have cake.
So you give her some
So,
cake.
Get rid of
Actually,
that.
Care
So-
more for your Oma than I do.
You didn't
My
feed
Oma
your
doesn't.
Oma?
She doesn't get cake.
Oh wait,
Ever.
I didn't do my benefits. Okay.
That's
so
right. You have
she
to.
gets to bring in.
Well, you have to do his first. So he's going to actually give you.
Why?
Oh, he wasn't in line first.
It was him, her, him, like
Okay.
that. Like that.
Yep.
Okay, so I get to bring somebody in, right?
Yep. And they go to your discard if you do this move.
Yeah. The trendsetter? I don't know about that. Ooh, the cycle snob. I might want him. Oh, the fixie rider. He takes 2 croissants.
Yeah. Wow.
That is expensive. But look at his bonus.
Yeah, he lets you take a product
And activate, right?
and activate.
And Cycle Snob lets you take or activate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to feed him all those sugars, though. I don't really have a sugar engine going on, but I do have a croissant, so I think I'll take the Cycle Snob
Okay.
for my popular friend. And then my barista makes me open up an extra line, which I don't know how that works, but and then Oma just doesn't get angry, so that's good.
Yep. And that's it. So
Okay.
I'll take the first action and I'll go right to the products to get a bean and a bag of
And a bag of beans. It's the best
It's an
one.
extra scoop.
It's so good.
Like
it's 1 scoop ahead.
Yeah, so I'm like set on coffee production
Yeah,
here,
It's really good.
which is nice. All right.
I like really need. Or donuts. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna go products.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll get my 3 beans. And I'm gonna take the cream filled. Oh, I really want the cream filled donuts.
Why don't you take them?
Well, because I need. Well, I guess that's fine. I was gonna say I need sugar, but I have 3 sugars, and I'm getting all these sugary desserts, which is lessening my need to have a lot of sugar. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's
We
good.
don't want you to have too much sugar. Okay, I'm going to do an upgrade And that's going to give me a good review just for doing the upgrade because of my Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take a disco ball.
Did we do our word of mouth last time?
Mhm.
We did?
Yeah, because I didn't get anybody.
Oh, okay.
All right, there you go.
All right, and I guess I'm going to go to the milk section and just take a lot of milk.
Okay.
So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 milk.
Wow.
And I get to look at the top card of my deck, and I can either discard it or keep it there.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, remember you were thinking of the trendsetter? We took the biker instead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yep.
No, I took the biker because my person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought we did it, though. I'm pretty sure we did because I couldn't take anybody because I
Oh.
remember what was out there. I forget who you took. But now it's the word of mouth.
Oh, maybe I took the rapper.
You did. You took the rapper.
No, because he's in music. That was the last round.
Yeah. Well,
don't
no,
remember.
because you just upgraded this and you had music.
did?
And you just covered
Oh, I
it
just
now.
got that.
So
Okay.
it was the rapper.
Yeah.
The underground rapper.
The underground.
Yes. So I get to choose, but now see I have more upgrades gives you more
Right.
ability to bring in. It brings more
Exactly,
people in.
exactly.
So I can actually take either the unemployed expat or the party animal. Or I could actually take the fixie rider. And I'm
Yeah.
going to take him.
Okay.
Actually. So he's going to go right here. Because these guys, that symbol means you bring
That's
people
really good.
from up here
Yeah.
right into your row, though.
I know.
That's not that good.
It's,
Oh, the furries. Your furries
oh, I
came
thought
out.
you were talking about your fixie rider.
The
That's a
fixie
good
rider is
upgrade.
awesome, yeah.
Yeah, the party animal like brings everybody.
Yeah.
They're like, bring 2 people, we're in your life.
Which is horrible.
Yeah, I don't like that. And that's what I have to do. Oh, I can do trendsetter.
Yeah, she's not bad. She's actually close
Yeah,
to
I'm
earning
actually
you
gonna
points now.
do that because I have the upgraded thing anyway.
All right. So that is word of mouth.
Okay.
And we end the day.
All right. So we bring out our
Bring
line.
out our line. I'm still just bringing out 2 people.
2, 3. I'm bringing out 4 people.
Oh, my coffee snob finally shows up, as well as the stylist. It's going to be an expensive round for me. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I have just enough coffee.
Yeah.
Wow. Just enough to feed
Wow.
them.
Okay. That was kind of lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky draw here.
All right, so let's go ahead and set up the cards. All right, you were player 1. Bring my workers back.
It's a stoner. He wants a donut.
He does. As far as he just wants 1 donut. Okay, so we are ready to start the next day.
Yep.
Okay,
Let's feed
you
these
are first to feed. This is going to eat up all my coffee. Or drink up
I
all
have
my
to dump
coffee.
this out. Hold on. Too many resources. All right. I have a donut, so he can get a sugar cube. She gets a bean and a milk. She can take a sugar cube. And then she gets... I already have one of these. So she
All right,
gets
so
1 for the one.
No, and 1 for the other.
And 1 for the other? Can you say
Yeah,
that again?
because you
Okay.
just the fact that you have the high
Oh,
quality
right, okay.
beans in the house,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not as it's not as
It's not
difficult.
expensive.
You don't
It's
have
half
to double
cost.
up the coffee to make
Yeah.
it strong.
Yeah.
Because you have the good beans.
I guess so.
All right, so let's resolve them 1 at a time.
All right, so Grandpap.
He's good.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
Right back in your
Sorry about
supply, huh?
that. Sorry.
Watch
so
the
he's
cheating
fine.
here.
I wonder if there's so many beans.
Yeah.
Lazy Friend, so I get a review for that.
So you get a good review for the lazy friend. Okay. So he's done.
And Popular Friend is satisfied.
And you
Yep.
fed her.
Yep, so she gives me a good review.
Okay.
For croissant. And Trends, oh, I'm not doing their upgrades. She's the only one with an upgrade.
Yep.
So she makes me take somebody, right?
Optionally.
The charismatic recruiter. I might take her.
She's actually not bad.
Yeah, she's pretty good. Alright. And she goes away. And then the trendsetter
Yep. So
beans.
she's going to open up.
And she opens up these last two. So this is my last one, technically.
Yep.
And this one
Flips.
So
for that extra horn you got, you actually get a good review.
Yeah.
And anytime you get more of these
Yeah.
promotions, you get more good reviews for each
Yes.
one you go over. So that's a good engine for getting reviews. All right, so I'll do mine now. So I've got the coffee snob. Now I've got to pay 4 coffee to give him 2 good cups of coffee.
Yes.
Which is terrible. But that's going to eliminate 2 of these. And then I've got to give my stylist 2 beans because she wants a good cup of coffee. But I'm also going to give her a croissant, so she's going to give me a good review for that. And she's going to open up my last slot here, which will give me that as well. But now I have to bring out everybody, which is not necessarily good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was serving, and now we move to action. So you go first.
No, we did our word of mouth.
We don't do that yet. We're on the next day. Come on.
Oh.
You start here.
Are you
serving.
Sure? I know how it works, but
Yeah.
I don't remember who I took.
You do this every round.
I know I do, but it's because I don't
Well, you know
remember
what?
doing it.
They're in your discard pile, unless you shuffled. Oh yeah, you took. No. They're
No.
probably in your deck because you must have shuffled them in.
I didn't shuffle. Okay. So we take action?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, where's my stuff here? Alright, so I'm going to... I guess maybe I'll do product again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll grab 3 beans. 1, 2, 3. And I'll take Moo's Incredible Milk.
Oh.
And the reason I'm doing that is because...
Oh, you had that soy person you took.
Yes, and I have all 5
Oh, okay, yeah.
items, so I can unlock this. Or is
Right.
that at the end of the game?
No, right
Can
now.
I do it now?
Yeah, because that's just for end-game scoring, so you remember. Right, so at the end of the game, there's 4 of these bonuses on top of our player cards. If you have, and these 2 on the left apply to the pantry, and the 2 on the right apply to your upgrade. So if you have 5 different symbols in your pantry, you activate that, and it's worth 5 points. If you have 3 of the same symbol, you activate that. 3 of the same worker symbol here, you get that, or 5 different ones, you get that. So they're just extra ways to score.
Cool.
So I'll take my first action, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get some coffee beans.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to get 2 scoops plus 4.
Wow.
Yeah. 2 scoops of coffee. There's one.
Okay, you have a disco ball in your shop.
Yeah. As every good coffee shop should. All right, so I got all my coffee. I should be good on coffee for a while now.
You good?
I think so.
All right, I'm gonna go here and take a look at the top card. Okay. Good. And I get 5 sugar. And I get a loudspeaker, so I get a good review. Oops.
Okay, so do I want something else? I don't really. I need sugar. Alright, so I'm going to get 3, 4, 5, 6 sugar. And I would normally get the first player token, but it doesn't really apply. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sugar. I should be good on that for a while now. Alright, that's my second action. So now we go to word of mouth.
Okay.
So you get to pick first.
I can't take anybody.
Alright, so let's remember that this just happened.
I really don't think that we took them.
And I can choose... Wow, a disco ball.
You have like your choice of...
Oh, yeah. So who's going to be the easiest to accommodate? I'm going to bring in the stoner, I think.
Okay.
Why not? Because why not? Oh, the singer.
Oh,
That'd be
see,
cool.
I wish I could have gone.
Oh, well.
Darn
So
it.
that ends the day.
Okay.
All right. So now we bring out your people. So now we have to bring out 5 people each. So I've actually got to shuffle my deck
too.
now. All right. 1. Oh my god.
Whoa.
2, 3. Yikes.
All right.
This is not good. Man, oh man.
Oh, quality sound system.
Ooh. Marzipan croissants.
Marzipan.
All
Do you ever
right.
watch Homestar Runner?
No. Okay, so we switch these, and we have to serve.
Feed.
Oh, all right. So let's
I'm
get
just
you,
gonna get my
and we'll get you. Oh wow, I lucked out there. You. Wow, these guys really are hungry. Man. I don't think Grandma's getting cake again.
What?
See, Grandma's not getting cake again. 1, 2, 3. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this. 3. Why not? I'm going to feed them all everything.
Me too.
Except Grandma. She's not getting cake.
Why?
Because I don't want to use all my sugar.
Oh.
I spent most of it this round.
Sugar.
All right, I'll start resolving. All right, so the lazy friend gave him his 1 coffee bean and 1 sugar for the donut because I make donuts. And he doesn't do anything. I'm making the donuts. The popular friend, she wanted a coffee bean and a milk. And she also wanted a croissant, so I gave her 1 because I make croissants, so I get a good review for that. And she can bring in a friend, and I will bring this guy in. So he's going to go in my discard. All right. Ooh. So my fixie rider now. 2 croissants. And he wanted cheap coffee and good coffee. So I do make cheap coffee, so it only costs me 1. But the good coffee is going to cost me 2 beans. So a total of 3 beans to feed this guy what he wants. But he lets me take a product card from this stack.
And activate your product. Right?
And activate my thingy. So I'm going to take homemade pie because I want to finally get some cake in my lineup so Grandma can have cake next time. Or Oma can have cake next time. And I'm also going to do this asterisk. So there's no slash, so I get to do both. I get to activate this row. So I get 1 coffee bean and 2 sugars. Oma. Oh, he also gives me a good review. Oma gives me a good review. I didn't give her cake, so I only get 1 review from her. Because she wants cake. And then, the stylist, she wanted good coffee. I had to give her 2 beans worth, and a croissant, and another good review. And I would get a bump because of her promotion. She gives me another good review.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right.
Everybody got served.
Okay. You've been served.
You've been served.
All right, you ready to help me out?
Sure.
Okay, so I pay 1 sugar for croissant, 3 because he's got the 2 for the cheap coffee plus 1, which is kind of weird. Why would you want a cheap coffee and a really nice coffee?
All the bikers do. Because even my biker did.
So he gives me a good review.
Yep. Okay.
Thank
Gotcha.
you. And he allows me to take a product or activate my product row, which that's only 3 beans, which is kind of crappy. So I will take a product, and I think I will take... I already have a lot of that stuff. I'll take a pile of donuts.
Yeah. Who doesn't like a
Why
pile
not?
of donuts?
Okay.
Okay.
So he's done. Oma gets her 2 beans, and she gets her cake, sugar cake. She gives me 2 reviews.
Sugar cake. All right, there's your 2.
Underground Wrapper just gets 2 sugar cubes, because I have the cake.
All right, and now leave all your people up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should keep them up because
right,
this is a mechanic we haven't done yet.
Right. So he will actually give me 2 patience tokens, which are the good review tokens, face down, like patience side up, on any 2 of these people that I want. And they will sit there until, what, next round?
You'll be able to serve them again next round.
Again next round. So I will serve Oma again, because she's easy.
Okay.
And...
Because they all want to
can't
stick
put it on
around.
him, right?
You can put it on
Can
him.
I put it
You
on
absolutely can. they'll stick around because the wrapper's wrapping, and they don't want to leave. So Oma wants to stick around for the wrapping.
I believe it. I might keep the Cycle Snob,
Okay.
actually, because
That's
he'll give me
not a
a
bad
product.
idea. Not a bad idea at all.
So he's done. My Competitive Barista gives me
Another
one of
review.
those.
Okay.
And my Trendsetter gives me, I get 1, 2, 3 reviews.
2.
That's
wow.
the last one.
3 reviews. So that ends the review stack.
Yep.
So we're going to play one more serving round,
Yeah.
and then the game will end.
Right.
So that was serve.
Right.
So those stay.
So these patience tokens get turned up,
They get turned up,
and I get these reviews.
and they get scored now, and then they will stay out in your
Right.
line for next round. Now I get to take the first actions.
Yeah.
So I will go ahead and go to the product. I get a bean and 2 sugar, and I will take the perfect latte roast. And that gives me my 5th symbol.
Okay.
So I will turn this over.
Jump for Joy milk.
Ooh.
That's a good milk.
Yeah, it is.
It's really good. All right. I think I might want an upgrade. I'm gonna take an upgrade. So I get the upgrade, and I'm gonna take some vintage furniture, I think. Put that there.
Okay.
And then my second piece is to add somebody to my line right now.
Okay.
So, boom, coming in the line.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to do an upgrade as well, but this is going to give me a good review, which I'm going to get. And it's always good to keep the supply off to the side.
Because you will get those.
It's limited to determine end game, but it's not limited because you're going to
Right.
continue to score, obviously.
Exactly.
So there's one there. Plus, I get a promotion, which is going to give me another one. And I'm going to get to take an upgrade. So I will go with. These are all pretty good, actually. Guess I'll just take. I'll take a liquor cabinet, right?
Okay.
So that kind of goes with the motif.
Your disco ball.
Yeah. Why not?
And the furries.
And the furries. Okay, so that was action. You get one more?
I need some beans. So, so I'm actually going to get 2 good reviews.
Oh, wow.
I get to peek at this. And I don't know if I want to keep him. I guess I will. And I get 1 scoop. And 1, 2, 3, 4. It's good.
1 scoop and 4 beans.
Okay.
Okay, so we move on to word of mouth. I will take the. Oh no, I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want that at all. Although that's good, I can't work with that. Oh man. Oof. Well, none of these are good for me. Maybe the party animal. I'll take him.
Okay.
All right.
And I can only take disco ball people or mustaches.
Yeah, looks like just disco ball people then. You know you want the furries.
No. That is weird. Actually, I might take the celebrity bartender.
Okay. And that is word of mouth. So we end the day.
Bring out our new folks, right?
Bring out the new people. So bring out 1, 2, 3. 4 and 5.
All right.
All right, we set to finish this off?
Yep.
All right.
I have to bring out 2 more people, actually.
Yep.
No, 3 more people.
How many did you have
I
out?
had 3 out.
You had 3 out?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my.
Oh, gosh.
So people you've marked with the patience token,
They stay out.
they don't count towards your hype. So you have 5 hype, you need to bring out 5 more clients.
There's just so much hype happening at my coffee shop.
I know, it's crazy.
Everybody wants to be a part of this.
Let's hope they can all get what they want.
This competitive barista.
Oh,
Oh, celebrity bartender. Oh my gosh.
he's oh, that's probably the worst card to draw at the end of the line. Yeah, you might want to move
The line's
this.
out the door.
Yeah, this is
Oh
bad.
my god. Alright, here we go.
Yeah, oof.
The
Okay.
line's all the way over to your coffee shop.
We need to switch, right?
Yeah.
So you actually get to go first, which is nice. We can see how this unfolds.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so here we go.
I'll start
This is gonna be good.
calculating things in my head over here.
Okay. Croissant. Dump all this stuff. Oh gosh. Oh wait, he's. Oops. I dropped a bean. Alright. I don't know if I can do his optional thing.
Oh no!
What? Oh!
You'll understand why
for
we're
you.
like, what? Yeah, this is interesting.
Oops. Can
This-
you grab that bean?
Why do you keep dropping beans? Oh, okay.
See, he's gonna need a sugar cube. Ugh, I have the bean and I have that thing, so she's only gonna take 2.
No cake for her, huh?
Well, we'll see. I'll hand out the cake afterwards. No, she doesn't get cake because celebrity bartender needs a sugar
Okay.
cube.
All right, so let's start resolving your line.
This is a mess.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
gonna be ugly.
All right, so cycle snob. I'm going to. Oh my gosh, I might want to bring out more beans. No, I'm going to bring out a product. I'm going to bring out some. I'm going to bring out a huge amount of coffee. Right?
Yeah,
I'll show you what that'll do.
I'm not sure what that's gonna do.
What?
I'm not sure what that's gonna do.
Just you wait and see.
Okay.
All right. So he's done. So he's been served. Oma. 2 beans. Happy review. Please.
All right.
Popular friend. Oops. Did you take the milk away?
There's too much
From
stuff
the
on that
rest
side
of
of
the
the table.
Is it like not balanced?
All right, she brings a friend.
She brings a friend, so she's gonna take.
She doesn't have to.
Right, but she brings it into my discard,
That is
and I'm
true.
okay with that. So I will take maybe the depressed poet.
All right.
Grandpappy gets to trash somebody from the line, but I'm not gonna do that because I think we're good. Lazy friend gets his coffee. Charismatic recruiter gets either an upgrade or I can do my whole upgrade line, which would make me bring another person into my line.
Yeah.
Which isn't like terrible, I guess. Or I could take an upgrade, which I'd almost rather do. So she gives me a review for one. And I guess I'll just take an upgrade. Like maybe the music one. We'll take Jazz Night.
All right.
She's done. My competitive barista, I'm actually going to give him an extra bean so that he gives me a good review.
And it gives you another one for the hype.
For the hype.
Okay.
And then my celebrity bartender
Yep.
is going to bring 2 more people into my line.
Directly into your line.
Directly into my line. Can I even... Okay, I could take that person. And actually, I can probably take that one too. So, alright, so he'll be satisfied then, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the UX designer
Mm-hmm.
and the bike tour. And she's gonna get a coffee and a soybean because I have both of those products. So she gives me a good review.
Okay.
And she also allows me to take an upgrade or do my action.
Mm-hmm. Well, you would have to bring in 3 more people.
What? Why? It's word of mouth.
Oh, word of mouth, yeah.
Yeah. And actually, I think I will do that.
So you have to bring 1 to the line.
I just have to bring 1 right to my line.
Okay.
That's it. So if I take this line of actions, I'm assuming it means I can't take that one, right?
No, you
that
can't.
one gets covered up, but I take all of these.
Yeah.
So I'll take somebody into my line, and I'm gonna take the backpacker,
Okay.
and then I get 2 word of mouth people, right?
Uh-huh.
And those do not go right into my line.
No, they got your discard.
So I'll take coffee lover and like the singer maybe. Okay. And now I've got to feed these guys. So I have the percent, the cheap coffee, the quality coffee, and the beans. So he's going to get 3 beans. Did you give me a review for her too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He gives me 2 reviews.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets my last coffee bean and my milk
Wow.
and a review.
1 review. All right.
Done.
You're done.
What a day.
Okay. So
Clean the French press.
I'll start mine.
Here you go.
Grandpappy gives me nothing. This coffee snob for 2 is going to give me 2 reviews. The stoner is going to bring somebody in. Oh, let's go here.
So you did that too.
Yep. And I'll bring in the cycle snob, which is actually kind of good. Mm-hmm. And what am I on? The party animal?
Yeah.
Party animal gets a donut and 2 cheap cups of coffee. Mm-hmm. And he's going to give me 2 more
Good reviews.
good reviews. And he's going to bring in 2 more people, though. I'm not sure I can bring in any more people. I'll bring in this. I can't keep... These guys are killing me. Their demands are too high. But I have to do it, so I'm going to bring him in. I think I'm running out of room here. Okay. So that's these 3. So now my lazy friend, he's good. And he's going to give me 2. No, he's going to give me a review. Oops, there's 1. All right, so now I have to feed these 2. I haven't served these guys yet. So I'm going to serve him. And I'm going to serve him 2 coffee beans.
Okay.
Because he wants a good and a bad cup of coffee. He's going to let me take an upgrade. An upgrade I will take... Doesn't really matter. I'll take... I guess.
A product, not an upgrade.
Oh, it's a product. Oh, yeah, good call. Well, still doesn't help me. I guess I'll just take some Kopi Luwak.
Some what?
Some Kopi Luwak.
Lab-grown soy milk
Oh.
from the Ant Lab.
I should have grabbed the soybean. But it doesn't matter. And I get to activate this, so I get a bean. Oh, 2 sugars and 2 milks.
Oh, I should have grabbed the other mustache for this.
Yeah. And he's going to give me a
Forgot about that.
good review. And this guy is just a sugar cube, right? So
Yeah.
and a coffee bean. So he's going to give me a good review, and he brings in somebody else. So I'm going to bring in. Well, I wonder if you could just keep bringing in more people, and then keep bringing in more people.
That's kind of what I did.
right? Because
Yeah.
that's exactly what you did.
Because if you do the furries.
So I could
they'll
say,
bring in
yeah,
more.
let me bring in the furries, right?
Right.
They go on the end of my line,
Yeah.
and I'm going to pay
Sugar.
a sugar, a milk, and a milk to do both
Oh, okay.
and get a good review. And then they're going to bring in somebody else.
Yep. The unemployed expat.
I could do that, but I'm not sure. I guess it really depends on how much you have in your supply, right? Because you're only
Exactly.
limited to
Yeah.
that. But is that what I want to do? I could do that. Get,
Probably be your best bet.
you think?
Yeah. I mean, if you took either of these guys, I mean, it would give you an upgrade. This guy would give you an upgrade and trigger 2 reviews.
Yeah.
So you'd get more reviews, but
That he would give me an upgrade, and I would trigger 2 reviews. That would actually be good. I think I'm just going to go with the marketer.
okay.
Right, he's probably the smartest bet. So he's going to cost me 1 bean, 2 sugar cubes, right? Because I have to pay for the.
How are you going to pay for
Oh,
the
I
milk?
can't pay for the milk.
Yeah.
You're right. I only have 1 milk, so not doing him. Then I'll just do. I can't do him either. The soy is what's
See,
getting
the
me.
soy.
It's the soy.
Oh, it gets you every time.
Gets me every time. I guess I'll just do this guy.
Okay.
Because I can, right? So I'll give him 1 for the cake, 1 milk,
Yeah.
and 1 coffee bean.
That's good.
And I get a review.
Yeah. Well, you get 2 reviews. 1 for the
No.
bonus and then 1 extra.
For what?
The patience token.
Oh, you get to put patience on somebody.
Yeah.
That is right. That is right. So I'll put patience on Grandpa because I want him to come back here. And that is it. That ends my line.
Yep.
Everybody's been served. So that was the end because we're only doing this 1 serve action. So I'm going to take that.
Right.
And that is it. Let's get ready to tally up
The score.
end game scoring. Okay, this is how scoring works. So we're going to take all of our good reviews, and they're all going to be worth a point each. Any bad reviews would be minus a point.
We don't have any bad reviews, do
We
we?
had no bad reviews. We were able to feed everybody, which is good. I mean, it's not too punishing to get a bad review. All right, so once you've got all those together, we're going to have...
Mueller has left a lot of reviews for
Yeah,
our
this
shop.
guy has been in all of our shops, a little too much. So we're going to get those, and now we're going to have to take all of our character cards, and we are going to lay them out and see how many we have of each category. So we are going to just sort them by color. It's probably the easiest way. And see where we end up. All right, because we're going to be competing for these categories. Here, you want to put them up here?
Yeah. These are
You can see them.
our family and friends cards. Don't.
They do count,
if we
but you didn't,
got rid of them.
which neither of us did. So
Yeah.
technically, it's a wash. So we won't even count that category. All right, so just throw them up there, and we'll go in order, and I'll hand out points accordingly.
All right.
So we have. Start with the pink one, the mustachios, right? Mm-hmm. How many do you have?
4.
And I have 2. So you get victory points times how many you have. So you're the winner, you have the most, you get 4 points.
Thank you.
All right, let's go on to yellow. How many yellows do you
I have
have?
2.
So you get 2 points. I don't have any yellows. Turquoise,
I have 2.
you get 2. Purples,
I only have 1.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And blue, which you have 2. I don't have any of those.
You have any blues?
Orange,
You get more.
I get 3 of those, and we both have the same amount of pinks because we didn't burn any, so that's it. You also get 5 points for any of these you've unlocked. You each unlock the first one, and now we just count up
all right.
our points. Now, actually, I get 2 more points, and you get 2 more pink points, and 1 more of these because you count these symbols too.
Okay, that wouldn't have changed. Oh, and this one too.
Yeah, which you would have lost that category. So I would have gotten I would have got a point extra for that. Oh, that's
it would have been the same.
Okay.
We just need to get points for them.
Yep. So let's count them up. See how close it is anyway.
Okay, so I need 2 for these.
2. I don't have any more.
Oh, okay. I'll just add those.
That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Okay. How many
Sorry,
you got?
I'm counting.
Yeah.
Nine, 10. So 40, 41, 42, 43.
You didn't count that, did you?
I just did.
Because you shouldn't, because I beat you in that category.
Oh. Oh, okay. So this is 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47.
47, and I've got 35, 36, 37, 38.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
There you have it. Seize the bean.
Why do you like you need coffee?
I need more coffee. And a pile of donuts.
I would love a pile of donuts right now. That would just like totally make my day.
Yep.
All right, so let's get into this. Another Kickstarter. So of course the components and things like that we'll talk about are all going to be like prototype, rules might change, all that kind of thing.
Yep.
But this is this to me this like felt very solid.
Yeah,
So
without a doubt.
Let's get into talking about like replayability.
Okay.
With this one.
Yeah, I think just looking at what we had, right? So we had six different sort of customer types, right?
Right.
So we had 6 different people, walks of life coming into your shop, right? That you're targeting. So 6 different sets, we'll call them. But you're only going to play typically with like 4, right? So
If you're playing a 2-player game,
right?
I think, yeah.
So you can mix and match those, and I know there's definitely, even on the Kickstarter page, there's a whole bunch more, at least 3 or 4 more. And to me, that's a whole bunch because that's almost like half the game in itself of new ones coming, right? So that alone kind of really blows out replayability for me.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
the order of the cards, just the sheer amount of cards, the amount of actions, the amount of combos, the amount of different things you can do to build an engine, it's just...
Well, yeah, I mean, I think your strategy this is one of those games where your strategy is dependent on the kind of engine you build, and the engine you build is dependent on what cards come out, and, kind of luck of the draw a little bit. So,
yeah, pretty much.
I think that the replayability is high.
Very high, yeah.
The replayability is high with this one.
It is high with this one.
I don't need any more coffee.
No, you don't.
This is why I don't drink coffee at night. Okay. So how about weight and audience? Who do you think this is for?
Wow, weight and audience. Don't get me wrong. This is a midweight Euro.
Yeah. we'll get into expectations.
Yeah, so this is definitely an engine building Euro with action placement and
action selection.
And action selection, yeah. Well, action placement is a combination of worker placement and action selection, so I think it's kind of that's a new term.
It's a hybrid.
Yes, it's a hybrid term. So you get, I mean, for a small box game, I'll call it a small box game because this comes in a small box, but and it doesn't have a huge footprint, but the amount of actions you've got 6 actions, but they all trigger so many different things.
Right. Well, even at the end, even like not just the action taking portion of the game, but actually the end of the game or the end of the round, your serving phase, really builds up. Like you build up quite an engine.
It does.
Being able to feed people and
Which, if you think about it, like that would have probably been, something worth doing probably midway through the game to try to kind of, multiply your points. But you only have so many, so many resources, right?
Right.
So you even though they do give you them in pretty large chunks, spending an entire action out of 2 actions a turn is a lot to give up just to get resources, right?
Exactly.
So that's where the balance and the, I guess, the cruel part of any Euro is where you're just so limited on actions.
It's like, what do you sacrifice in order to get something that you might really need? And you have to come up with ways to do that creatively.
Yeah.
That's why the plant I took in the very beginning was gave me beans when I took another action that I knew I would be taking. Because it's only 3, but it's like, at least it's something. 3.
I mean, it helps you feed 1 or 2 people, potentially.
I know we were talking before off camera that even though you're getting a lot of resources in, by the time you're getting all those resources, you are spending them.
You are. They go.
Balanced
They definitely go.
So you never feel like you're drowning in resources because you are spending them just as fast. So, but anyway, as far as weight goes, I would completely agree with you.
Okay.
And audience, I mean, gamers.
Yeah, this is a gamer's game. Definitely a gamer's game.
Yeah.
Don't be fooled by the theme, right? I mean, or the light art.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of depth and a lot of theme. Like we skipped over kind of theme and components because it's Kickstarter, right? So
no, that's the next one actually. We go back.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. All right. So let's jump into theme components. So, like, it's a Kickstarter. So this is a complete prototype. But I think for the most part, a lot of the art's done.
Yeah.
You saw some of the cars. They had like these outlines of invisible things, but I think those are just placeholders.
Yeah. But even for placeholders, they were nice.
Yeah.
Like the time I have to give them like the time they put into even doing that.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, you can certainly tell there's a lot of care in this production, and I really do hope, and we're going to base it on what we've got as a prototype, and in the hopes that this is what actually gets delivered, right? Because I think this game, I mean, what really ties in the theme for me with the components is the fact that you get these coffee beans that feel like coffee beans.
Right, yeah.
You get sugar cubes that look like sugar cubes.
Right.
You have a scooper, you can scoop the coffee beans out. And if you're gonna play this, play with the scooper because I think it adds a little bit of variability. It's not really a dexterity thing because you're just scooping.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is, I guess, but I mean, I scooped this thing out a whole bunch of times because I don't like randomness. Yeah. And you do get about 6 beans every time.
About 6, so give or take. And you know what? But
it's fun. I mean, considering it's consistent enough.
It is.
It's fun.
It's a lot less lucky than having to roll dice for something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Right. So you're actually going to get most of what you expect.
Yeah.
But with that said, in the little milk cartons, like if those are the delivered components, then I'll say these components are awesome. Yeah. Right? Because they really add to the feel, and they tie in the whole theme of this whole coffee shop you're building.
Right. And I agree with that too because of the more complex things that you need to build or the things you need to make. Like, if you have somebody that needs a soybean product, you need 2 milks, which logically doesn't really make sense. Right. Because you're like, okay, 2 milks for a soybean, like whatever. Yeah. But because the components are like, you can kind of get a feel for what you're doing. It's not just like a white cube, a brown cube, like... Right. I don't know. It immerses you a little bit more where the theme logically may not make sense.
Yeah. I mean, not everything makes sense. But that's okay. But there's very few things to me that didn't really make sense thematically. Oh, no. Right? Yeah, the milk to soybean conversion was a little weird. Yeah. Right? But I think the fact that each different class of customer, brought its own unique events and triggers that actually made sense with their personalities.
Well, I think what I was getting at with the components is that because they're so unique, like I know the coffee bean's a coffee bean. Yes. I know the milk is a milk. I know the sugar looks like sugar. So it's not just like I'm sorting through a bunch of different colored cubes trying to remember, okay, green equals milk or like, something like that. Yep. But yeah, I thought the components were really cool.
Yeah, components are great.
I even like the little tokens that you get for your reviews. Yeah, they're like little review cards. Facebook reviews or something, like little Yelp reviews. Yeah.
And obviously, again, these were like little cutouts.
Yeah, they're laminated cutouts.
Laminated cutouts that we were playing as a prototype, and we still really were impressed by what, just the care in tying the theme into the components. It goes a long way.
It really does. Yeah. All right. So you had fun.
It's a fun game. There's no question that this is a fun game.
And I mean, this is kind of like right up our alley with action selection and stuff. So of course we really enjoyed it. But,
right.
Now let's talk compares to. So we had a discussion about this before we came on the film because we're usually not prepared.
Yes.
Prepared with this. But we came up. I think if you're going to compare it to anything, I would almost say like a Kanagawa.
Yeah, I think that's the closest we could come to the feel you'll get from this game.
So you have the whole first player token thing, which you also have in Kanagawa if you've played it, which plays out a lot more if you're playing with like multiple people. We didn't have to do anything like serving each other's people in this game.
Right.
But the first player might come into effect there, where maybe you're serving first, so I have more resources to serve.
Right, or if I want a certain card out in the pool that I know you're going after, I want to make sure I'm first player.
Exactly. So it could.
In a two-player game, you can't really do that because it's just back and forth.
Exactly. But even beyond just that token, I think that in Kanagawa you have the resources, the tools that you're trying to collect in order to grab the pieces of the painting, and it's set collection is all it is.
Yeah.
I mean, so you are. That's like the kind
and
of.
you're building that engine of like icons and like so that you can create the better paintings that you want, right? So you're almost building an engine to feed customers, building an engine to paint.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar. So I mean that's
same kind of feel, and I think that's what we try to get at with the comparison. It's not like this is a replica of this other game.
Yeah.
It's more about if you liked that game, you probably will also enjoy this.
Yeah, I would say it's fair. Fair statement.
So I think that's pretty fair. All right, let's talk expectations.
All right, so
so you can take this away because I know that I don't know what your expectations are.
I'll be quite honest here. I had very low expectations for this game.
Okay.
I wasn't in any way excited to play this game.
Yeah.
I don't know why it just didn't seem that it was going to be any fun to me.
Well, I think it was probably one of those, like, because we get a lot of these Kickstarter things in, and, sometimes I get them, sometimes you get them, and we share, we're like, oh, we got this thing in, or whatever. And, like, a lot of the space games that we get in, I'm just kind of like, I'll play it.
Right.
But I'm like, my expectations aren't there. So I think it was switched this time.
Switch this time, I was just like, you were kind of excited about this one, where I was just like, all right, I'll just try it. But as far as my expectations go versus how it turned out, I mean, it was flipped on its head.
And why?
Because this game had so much more depth than I expected. And again, like, don't let the art fool you, because the art looks like it's kind of a kooky game, right? It has very much art. Art's like The Network, right?
Yeah, he doesn't like that kind of.
And I'm like, I'm not a big fan of the art, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But to me, it just seems kind of kooky.
Well, when you're, I think you always kind of you pass judgment, right? Like on a game, on a book, like you judge a book by its cover.
You're drawn to certain art styles.
Yeah, exactly.
And this definitely isn't my art style, right? Like Dungeon Pets and Dungeon Lords.
Right.
I hate that art style, but there's a good game behind it.
Right.
This is the same.
It's misleading.
It's misleading, and it's unfortunate. But for me, like, I wasn't drawn to the art. But once you start playing it, it's kind of irrelevant. Yeah. You really don't look at it as much anymore. But if you just break it down to the game itself and what it provides, it was so far and beyond what I expected. Yeah. So I was very pleasantly surprised by how much fun this game is.
And I agree, and I was excited about this going into it. I mean, as far as the art and things like that go, I was drawn to it, so I liked it. But I think that more than just the art itself, the organization of everything, because that's what I look for. Like, it's nice if it's colorful and stuff like that, but I like it to be, is it legible? Like, is it organized? Do I understand what's going on?
Right.
And it was, like, 100%. But even though I was excited about it, I was also expecting it to be a little bit lighter. I mean, I thought it was going to be mostly theme over top of, like, a basic set collection game.
I was expecting
like, like a food truck frenzy. Right. Or something, which is good.
Yeah,
too, but
that's where I was.
That's like weight level. That's what I was expecting.
Yeah, I was expecting a much lighter set collection or deck builder.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Right.
Like, that's what I was expecting. And this was so much more Euro than that.
Yeah.
Which is what wins us over.
Right.
Not that any of those other types of games are bad.
Right.
They're just not what we typically truly enjoy
Well, and you
playing.
guys all know that.
You know
You
our
know what we
taste,
like,
right?
so.
So we don't play a lot of deck builders. Like, we
Right.
just don't.
Yeah.
We,
Deck builder, the deck builder.
Right. We don't do that. We don't even own that game. So we do like set collection, but set collection on its own just isn't enough.
Yeah.
It's not deep enough for me, right?
Yeah, I think every set collection game we've ever played, I have wanted to turn it into a Euro.
Yeah. And we always try to turn every game into Euro, and it's just how it is. But this game already is. So
Right.
for us, this really hit a sweet spot, I
Yes.
think.
Limited actions.
And
a lot
it
of
plays
stuff to do.
short. You know, it's a
Quick,
nice, quick
yeah.
game, great theme,
Yeah.
heavier mechanics, action selection, worker placement,
And coffee.
coffee.
Yeah, like what more could you want?
Winner.
So, yeah.
It's a winner.
All right, cool. So we can do pros and cons. We just listed a whole bunch of pros.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like doing cons on the Kickstarters, but I mean, obviously, things that I would like to see. I'd like to see like a score pad of some
Score
kind.
pad would be cool.
Perhaps it'd be nice.
At the end of the game, you have so many of those
Those little tokens.
those good review tokens.
Yeah.
So maybe like a 5 multiplier or 10 multiplier
I
that
was
you could
saying,
change
like,
in.
You get the Yelp review or Yelp awards or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
That
they
this
could
is
do,
worth
like,
10 rewards.
This is a 10 reward.
So I could kind of
thing, so you can
cash them
them out.
in, and it's easier for me to sort of keep track of where I
Yeah.
am. That would be helpful. Like, these are
Yeah.
like little
Little
nitpicky
things.
things, but
Yeah.
who's to say they're not coming? Because
Right.
you know the Kickstarter's just starting today. So
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
So,
Anything
yeah.
else you want to say
Nope.
to the people?
No, I think that's it. So it's on Kickstarter. Like I said, started today. So
Yes.
I highly recommend you go check this one out. We really enjoyed it, a lot
Yeah.
more than I expected to. And you know, I really do hope this one funds, and I hope that it funds at the level that allows for the components that we got to
Absolutely.
see
Yeah.
in this prototype.
Yeah.
Because I think that will keep this game at the level that we kind of
Right.
hope that it mates when it
Yeah.
launches.
And I think that we've gotten pretty good at determining the level of like quality and care put into the prototype versus what you get in production.
Yep.
And it's really neat to see. I can't wait to see this in production.
Yeah, this is
We've
gonna
played
be
a
a
lot
good
of
one.
these that I like when they actually come to fruition.
Yep.
Yeah, and I would be excited too, but definitely get to that level
Yes.
where you get the little beans. Otherwise, you'll be like on Etsy or something looking for, or just go out and get coffee.
You've
beans,
got
I
to
guess.
coffee beans, play with
Play
coffee
with
beans
coffee
and
beans.
sugar cubes.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of messy.
Very messy. Don't play with sugar. Okay. All right. That's it.
All right, cool. So, like I said, go check it out on Kickstarter. I'll put the link below. Thanks for watching.
Check us out on Facebook, Twitter. Email us if you want to. antlabgames@gmail.com.
That's it, right?
That's it.
All right, cool. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
See ya.